You already know, man. Teefy Bey sitting here with F.A.M E TV. Let's get it.
Philly Alright, Teefy Bey, man.
What up, though?
What's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's
you
up.
You already know.
Yeah, so you definitely, from South Philly. What block exactly? Give them a rundown where you're originally from and what it was like coming up for you in that area.
Oh, man. South Philly, 23rd and Tasker. You know what I mean? Crazy hood, grew up seeing all the rest of the shit everybody else seeing in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Low poverty, you know what I'm saying? Welfare, you know what I mean? All that type shit. The gutter.
Alright. And you actually come from a family that got a well-known name here in Philadelphia. The Bey family, obviously starting with your uncle Daoud Bey. That a lot of people know we did some work with him, so shout out to him.
No question.
And also, one of your relatives also is a legendary guy here in the city, Sam Christian.
Yeah.
So give him a rundown on that, like what it was like growing up with those type figures and your family, having those people to look up to and everybody know about them and stuff like that.
It was lovely. I had the red carpet my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So it was a blessing, you know what I'm saying, to grow up in a family like that. My uncle, you know what I'm saying, helping us be men, you know what I'm saying, along with my mother, you know what I'm saying, my father, back and forth, you know what I'm saying. Sam Christian, when he came home in '88, I walked him to the cleaners to pick up his clothes. He had them joints in there for 15 years, you know what I'm saying, so he was a good inspiration in my life, you know what I'm saying, teach me how to be on man time and all that. You know what I'm saying? Be religious. You know what I mean? Different factors that come in my life that I use from them. You know what I'm saying? At certain times.
Right. And Do For Self name, that kind of was actually inspired from that era and the Nation of Islam and stuff like that. So you're a young guy seeing that. So speak on like applying that name to when you decided to do the company and the movement.
Right.
Give them the rundown behind that.
Well, back then, Do For Self, it was like, keep the black dollar in the black community and stuff like that. That's what Elijah Muhammad was teaching the nation back then, how to be self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Not be dependent on welfare and, the government cheese line and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Go out, create your own business and, build your own revenue up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was about, and with Do For Self, I apply it today on the same type of wave, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no black labels and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to build my stuff up all the way on that time, especially coming out of Philly, you know what I'm saying? Everything like New York and Atlanta, there's some black CEOs out there, but I'm trying to be one of the main guys out of Philadelphia, like Mr. Kenny Gamble, you know what I'm saying? On that type time.
Alright, so it's a lot of people that's tuned in that, may recognize you and know you from your affiliation with Meek Mill. So I know you explained it before, but for the people who don't know, just explain like your connection to Meek, how you know him, how you go back with him and stuff like that.
Me and Meek knew each other since we was kids, basically. His uncle messed with my aunt, and then we formed our own relationship with Melly and everybody else, like my cousins and them. They was deep and we was deep, you know what I'm saying? They from the other side of the tracks, like Christian Street and all that, you know what I'm saying? And we from over here, so we used to go over there, we used to go to their house, they used to come over here, they'd come to our house, you know what I'm saying? And then as we got older, we started riding bikes and playing ball, niggas rapping, and a lot of the teenage shit, going to school, skating, you know what I'm saying? You see that in a lot of South Philly culture. Everybody skating and all that, waiters, meat, you know what I'm saying? That's a South Philly thing, St. Charles. That's on the other side of the track, that's where they from, you know what I'm saying? So that was like the competition down here, you know what I'm saying? It was like skating and basketball and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And on that note, it's a lot of people that's also tuned in that may have heard of you or may only know you from the situation, with Beans, even though y'all squashed it, so shout out to him and all that. The Safari situation, they might have known you for that.
Yeah.
But I want you to speak on like the side of you before that, like you was actually not just a goon. Like they might clear with
yeah, they got me chopped.
So tell them like what you was doing prior to them knowing you for that. Yeah.
Prior to the shit with Bean, everybody already know because we was in here in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Everybody working. I was trying to, you know, formulate the city, bring everybody together and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just was putting that work in, trying to uplift the culture. You know what I'm saying? Of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else even had a major deal with an outside artist that's not from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Like Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Beanie Sigel, Jay-Z, the whole shit property. You know what I'm saying? You can go on and on. Everybody wanted to leave out of Philly, you know what I'm saying, to get a deal. I wanted people to stay in Philly and build, you know what I'm saying? Because if everybody keep going to other rappers and stuff like that and not formulating nothing in their own city or in their town, then like it'd be like a waste, you know what I'm saying, of talent, I gotta say, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got your own shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't putting nobody else on. You ain't really in position to put nobody else on. Cause you signed to the next man. You know what I'm saying? You got fame and you could put people on like that, but really help people with them, like, you know what I'm saying? Distribution and marketing and, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like that's where it come in at. Everybody could, you know, look out, do a song, do this and that, but it's really about getting people distributed and getting that promo behind them, you know what I'm saying, to the max. You know what I mean?
Right. So speaking on the Do For Self movement, like how long ago did it start and like how did it originally start? What was the original situation, original members? Like was it like one rapper, y'all have a squad of rappers? Like explain the origins of it.
Do For Self, I started basically just messing around with my cousin Superstar Ye. You know what I'm saying? He was like the first like rapper from my block that we accepted to be a rapper. And he did 10 years, fell for a body. You know what I'm saying? Him and my brother back in the day, you know what I'm saying? He fell, did 10 years, came home, he was rapping. So that was the only nigga that was really allowed to rap because we wasn't really on no rap type time. So I started focusing in on that because I knew Meek and a lot of other people introducing to my man Murder Mill and, you know what I'm saying, different people. Phil, who managed Meek, used to manage Superstar Ye while he was in jail. When he came home, you know what I'm saying, it was like he really couldn't do nothing with Ye because he already had Ram Squad or something like that back then. He had got them a deal back then. You know what I'm saying? He had different little things going on where he couldn't really put his focus in the Superstar yet. You know what I'm saying? So we just did it from the muscle. You know what I'm saying? Put out the Big Bad Wolf 1. You know what I'm saying? Had the Meek Mill feature on there. You know what I'm saying? With Cree Forge, Cliphold 100. We put that out. You know what I'm saying? Just off the who he was, no marketing, distribution, none of that type of stuff. Just out the trunk. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to jail. He started messing with some other guys, started his own company, LMG. So I was like, damn. And K-Dot was already rapping, but Ye was the first, he was the OG. So, you know what I'm saying? Dot and them just was on DVDs and all that. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really going to the studio, making songs like that and trying to put out projects. So, I mean, come home, started Do For Self, like 2012. You know what I'm saying? And from there, just had K-Dot, Slaughter, Blackwood, Phil Gates, Rocky, female from Philly, Bobby Luco. Everybody from the hood basically, but Rocky, she from North Philly. You know what I'm saying? I knew her through my mans and them that booked and all that. You know what I mean? She came up like, oh, I want to rap for you, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So I let her rap for me. I'm up North Philly, 30 niggas. Like, all right, you hot? Go ahead. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be down, basically. You know what I'm saying? So she spit and all that. They was feeling her. I felt her. You know what I'm saying? We was working with her from there on. You know what I'm saying? So it was like just 6 people when I first started Do For Self.
Okay. And also one thing I want to touch on, like, which is ironic, because prior to, like, I said, the way people know you from those situations,
right.
I was talking to your uncle speak very highly of you, and one thing he explained to me was that you was involved in, stopping, drama and stuff in your hood and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Different people might come to you to intervene in these situations. So speak a little bit on that. You ain't gotta talk about nothing specific, but
yeah, I know what you're saying.
I mean, just give them a little.
I mean, you know, I just be trying to be thorough. You know what I'm saying? If you know two people that's bumping heads and clashing, you should always try to intervene. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you just another ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you want to see the demise of both of them people, so you don't really care about nobody. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, and if you don't know both sides, the one guy who you do care about, you supposed to still try to get him the right guidance and information. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only time I be on, man, because I already know that it's easy for us to fail, but it's hard for us to succeed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? For us to overcome a lot of obstacles and shit that we dealing with being black men. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be my whole thing like that, because I done been through it. I never went upstate to the Fed, none of that shit, but been in that county, seeing niggas get life and all that type of shit, and it don't be cool. You know what I'm saying? So, and they be feeling that shit when they get that elbow, and I done seen niggas break down. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a niggas. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as they get them letters or some crazy numbers, they lose their mind. Now they on medication and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be a whole different way, outlook. I be looking at shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Alright. So now I'm gonna get back to the Do For Self movement, because at some point in time, Lil Nizzy comes into the fold. Right. And you actually explained before that Meek told you to sign him. Like, right. So give him that rundown, like.
Alright, I seen, well, Nizzy, I pull up on him one day. He's smoking a fucking beanie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you look like you 10, young boy. What you doing smoking? Like, no, I ain't no young boy. I'm 18. Some shit like that. I'm like, all right, go ahead, young boy. I pulled off and shit, because he out there with my little cousin and them, my little cousin Hot, who he got shot with. So I'm like, damn, young boy, young as shit. I pull off and all that. Because I'm checking the hood, like, well, I don't want to see no young boy smoking. Like, that's what type time I be on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Pulled off. He DM'd me. Like, yo, I'm the young boy that, you know what I mean, was smoking a beanie. I rap. Checked him out and shit. He was nice. You know what I'm saying? I pulled back up on him, took a picture with him. You know what I'm saying? That was like our first picture and shit. And then I'm over LA. Meek, he showed me Dexter Simon. I didn't know who he was. So he showed me Nizzy on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I know him. He's like, you should sign him. You know what I mean? He remind me of me and all this shit. I'm like, all right, bet. So I go back. I get back home from from LA. Get to Philly, called Nizzy around my block and shit. And the crazy part was Nizzy's father was calling me, trying to get me to sign him before Meek even told me to sign him, and before I ran into him, because that's my old head. And I didn't even know that was his son. Because if I knew that was his son, I was like, oh, your son smoke beanies? Who is he? You know what I mean? This the young boy? So I didn't even know that was my man Nasheed's son. And he was trying to get in contact with me because he seen the movement with Dot and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, what I was doing with them. So he was trying to get me to sign Nizzy, but I didn't know it was Nizzy. He kept saying Nasir. My son Nasir, right, this and that. You know what I mean? So that was crazy. So when I finally get home, I tell Nizzy I want to fuck with him and whatever. You know what I mean? And that was like the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Everybody looking at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dang, with this young boy Teef, you know, I got all grown men on my squad. All grown people, basically. I'm like, man, y'all ain't even hear the young boy. Give him a shot. You know what I mean? And Nizzy came in his joint and outworked everybody that was on Do For Self. You know what I'm saying? He slept in his joint. Him and Dougie came down here. They was in here for 9 months straight. You know what I'm saying? Living with my cousin Steve in his apartment and coming here. Sometimes they was at my condo. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we was grinding. You know what I'm saying? He put out 6 mixtapes in 1 year, damn near. You know what I'm saying? And Dot went to jail. My brother went to jail with Slaughter. You know what I'm saying? Slaughter put out a mixtape too though before he went to jail. Nichols had Meek on that joint. But Nizzy came and worked everybody. You know what I'm saying? So the little nigga, you know what I mean, he earned, you know what I mean, to get the features with Lucci and, you know what I'm saying, because he really came in here and put that work in, you know what I'm saying, musically, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of people ain't take the Nizzy because he was a young boy, you know what I'm saying, so a lot of people that listen to music is like grown ass men, especially hip hop, you know what I'm saying, they really ain't take to him like I think they should have, you know what I'm saying.
Right. So yeah, Nizzy definitely had a nice little run with y'all, cause once he started rocking with y'all, y'all had him getting to certain looks and all that
Powerhouse
stuff.
openings, Meek Mill's openings, Meek Mill's and friends he opened up for. Some of the biggest artists in the game performed that night. Ross, Tip, Thug. You know what I mean? You name them, they were there. Y'all know the lineup, you know what I'm saying? Powerhouse 2 years in a row, you know what I'm saying? Without a major label deal, just all grinding from the street, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? He was doing stuff down there, opening up, you know what I'm saying? From little clubs and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? DC, did stadium, Power, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we was rolling. I started the whole perform at Vanity Grand type situation in Philly with the promo, all that. You know what I'm saying? The radio stuff. Report from the studio. You know what I mean? I started basically that. My relationship with John. BL introduced me to John. You know what I'm saying? From there, it was over. You know what I'm saying? I started plugging everybody I knew. You know what I'm saying? To start performing because I wanted Philly to be one of them type cities where, you know what I'm saying, you could get a performance every night. You go to New York, you'll get a performance on a Wednesday afternoon by one of your biggest artists. You know what I'm saying? So that's what type time I want to build the city up to, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Lil Nizzy, I mean, you see the Chemist joint behind you.
Yeah.
He definitely had the billboard. I mean, he had the record with Lucci, like you said. The video was going well.
Yeah.
And then the unfortunate incident took place where you said, you know, him and your little cousin actually got shot.
Yeah.
So speak on, like, I know getting that call and knowing, like, all that was going on, then having to hear about that's what happened with one of my artists when we were just about to
pop
off. Mean, like, what was that for you?
I ain't gonna lie, like, it was crazy. Like, at the end of the day, I was a little bit prepared, but unprepared. You know what I'm saying? Prepared just being from the streets, being who I am before rap, before this music shit. You know what I'm saying? Just being a regular guy, seeing this shit my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I seen my old head that was the man. You know what I'm saying? Nice cars, this and that, get killed in the street. You know what I'm saying? For no reason, jealousy. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit prepared. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen guys at they peak lose their life. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 33 years old. You know what I'm saying? Lizzy was 20 when he got shot. My little cousin's 16. You know what I'm saying? And they thorough youngins. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit prepared, but it still was crazy. You know what I'm saying? For it to happen to a young boy who really trying to do something positive with his life. And Hot, my little cousin. I was just talking to Zab Zuda. You know what I'm saying?
Boxing ball?
Yeah, because my little cousin just went viral on Instagram. He, you know what I mean, had a little, they had the gloves on with the young boys, and he knocked him down. You know what I'm saying? That joint went crazy. So I was talking to Zab, like, yo, I want to get him in the gym. Lil Hot wanted to be in the gym. You know what I mean? So it was like they both was trying to do some positive stuff. And, you know what I mean, unfortunate situation happened. You know what I'm saying? With that one. So, I mean, it was crazy though, but Lizzy, he strong-minded like a motherfucker though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy they ain't lose their life. You know what I'm saying? And they here. You know what I'm saying? They could still tell their story. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? On that end.
Alright.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure, man. Alright, so moving forward, you was a part of an epic moment that took place here in Philly when Drake and Meek was here in Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So speak a little bit on saying that after all, because you was around for when Meek was going
I was there.
So yeah, give him that rundown.
You know how I went, man. I mean, it was all odds against Meek. You know what I'm saying? They even had Ab and them going at him. They had my man. You know what I'm saying? Put my name in raps and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was crazy at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Really some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Behind that dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? All on some music shit. Meek wasn't, he done fell out with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Different artists because they chose sides. You know what I'm saying? Phone calls, niggas stop calling. You know what I'm saying? A little different shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was happy to see that they squashed it. You know what I'm saying? Because the year before that, we was running in that tunnel on it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, niggas putting that pressure on it. You know what I'm saying? It was a moment of history, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else, you know what I'm saying, really couldn't be in that position, you know what I'm saying? But a nigga like me, Top, you know what I'm saying, Melly, you know what I'm saying, P-Mon, like the guys, you know what I'm saying, that was there, you know what I'm saying, while Meek was going through all that, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, for them to Meek to get out of jail and then to seize it, you got Michael Rubin and, you know what I'm saying, Robert Kraft and all these guys behind you now. It's like going to sleep to a nightmare, waking up to a happy dream. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So for Meek to have all these people supporting him now and again, and he back on top of his game even more. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a good look. You know what I'm saying? Shit with Drake, I think they need to do a song. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I said the ball in y'all court, man. You know what I'm saying? The ball's in y'all court. You know what I mean? Don't let no fuckery, you know what I'm saying, get in between y'all, man, because y'all was thorough before. You know what I'm saying, the fallout or whatever. You know what I'm saying, y'all was on tour together. You know what I'm saying, I remember him, French, and motherfucking Drake, and I think 2 Chainz was on tour together. You know what I'm saying, so, I mean, they had their relationship. The Amen song, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, you know what I mean, back then. That shit was popping. They gotta get that shit back popping now. You know what I mean?
Alright, so what's your thoughts on the ARF situation? Because I know you had a relationship with him.
Yeah.
I mean, you all seen what happened to him and a couple of his guys. I mean, so what's your thoughts on when you seen that news and heard about that situation?
I mean, you know, they try to do anything, man, to bring the brothers down, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a crazy situation. You know, probably got some people lying on him. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I don't really think Air was knee deep in it like that, because if you look at it, he was always in the studio. Always. Ain't no time you ain't see Ab in that studio. He put out like fucking 5 mixtapes, back to back to back, a fucking 30 songs on each one. Ain't no way, you don't got the time. You know what I'm saying? You don't got the time to be in the streets if you record. You know what I'm saying? The way he was recording. That boy was recording heavy. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think he had a part of that, you know what I'm saying, that big shit, you know what I'm saying? So I just, you know what I mean, free him, and I just think that it's a whole plot and scheme, you know what I'm saying, to bring down hip-hop, Philadelphia, black men, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just, like, again, we wake up, go to sleep and wake up to a fucking horror, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't think boy was gonna be in jail, you know what I'm saying? Like that, on that type time, you know what I'm saying? So, them people would do anything, man, but, I mean, make do wild for him, man. They come up out of there, you get to see his family again.
Alright, so what's your thoughts on current state of Philly hip-hop, the Philly hip-hop scene, any up-and-coming rappers you think got the potential to take off, or any of them that you rocking with?
Philly hip-hop scene right now is, it ain't there. It ain't there. Not where it's supposed to, not where I envision it to be. You know what I'm saying? Because the niggas got the power. You know what I'm saying? You got so many people from Philadelphia that's in position to help out. It's pathetic. And these guys do not have one conversation about the bettering of Philadelphian artists, especially coming from the hood. They don't have one conversation. Everybody's gonna make their money and get out the way. That's not the current, that's the current state of Philadelphia hip hop or music scene or whatever you want to call it, because that's all involved with it. Radio don't fuck with the managers and artists and executives both ways. The artists don't fuck with the radio and don't trust the executives the way they should. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the promoters, you know what I'm saying, who won't put certain artists on the bill because they feel as though they don't think they hot or they don't feel them or this and that, all the excuses in the world not to fuck with somebody in Philly. They say something like, no man, his cousin used to go with my girl, so I can't. What the artist got to do with that? Like, they make up a lame excuse like that. Like, that's the pettiest shit ever. niggas supposed to be bosses. How the fuck that's like getting in the way of a nigga progress and nigga him making money? Or, you know what I'm saying? It just be a lot of fuckery, like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't be feeling it. Like, that's what I think is that, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing, nobody ain't doing nothing spectacular. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't bringing it home. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. You gotta bring it home. You know what I'm saying? And that's when everybody you fuck with and affiliated with, you know what I'm saying, is popping, streaming, you know what I'm saying, getting them calls from them big platforms to come do them interviews, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be looking at these interviews, I don't be knowing half of these kids, you know what I'm saying? They be from fucking Iowa. You got people from everywhere just rapping and acting like they carrying it in the hood, this and that, and they fronting. There ain't no fucking hoods there like that. For y'all making up blocks and hoods just to say y'all want some shit, and y'all could just say some words, put some shit together, and make it look good. But this shit just watered down, man. For real.
For sure. So on that note, are you currently looking for any artists? You looking to add somebody else to do the self-roster? Is it something an artist could do to get your attention? To be like, yo, I need to
you fire. I always give people opportunities. I be having little showcases and shit. You know what I'm saying? In the city. You know what I mean? Don't really get the support that I really need. You know what I'm saying? With them type situations. You know what I'm saying? To get bigger venues and stuff like that. To put the artists on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I hear something, I'm gonna pitch you in front of the people, and they're gonna be the judge. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna go off my own John. Like, I gotta see. You know what I'm saying? If you got a fan base, the people like your music, they chanting it and all that. You know what I'm saying? I need me a superstar. You know what I'm saying? I would like to help build some artists up, but I'm not really there no more. I've been doing it for about 6 to 8 years or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really trying to build too many guys up no more, like on a personal level, like I did Izzy and stuff like that. Like, you gotta be coming with something like to the table, meeting us halfway, because I got a lot of good relationships. You know what I'm saying? That I could use and take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come in and think you're gonna be using all my resources and you ain't bringing nothing to the table. You don't even want to record or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not really trying to be pressed to look for no artists like that, but if somebody hot and fire and want to, you know what I mean, trust my hand and my networking and stuff like that, then, you know what I'm saying, I'll take a look. But other than that, I ain't really like trying to dig through the hay to find a needle. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Alright, I got you. Alright, Liddy City movie. The screening for that and all that.
Yeah.
So speaking of the people, a little brief rundown of that. Like,
Liddy City the movie, man, out on YouTube now. I put it out for free. You know what I'm saying? Just to show the culture of Philly, how we live, how everyday life is in the city. You know what I'm saying? So Liddy City was like, it's like a urban story. You know what I'm saying? From everybody's perspective that was in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Because it really wasn't no script or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just was like, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? It just was like a good job for the city, you know what I'm saying? For Philly. And I'm thinking about turning into like a documentary. I mean, not a documentary, what's the name of them Jones? Like Power.
A web series, a TV series?
A TV series, like a TV series, for real. I'm trying to go big, like, you know what I'm saying? Get that check. But I think we might have to do a couple more of them type Johns, you know what I'm saying? Because we already on the web series by putting it on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about putting another like 45-minute John out and then try to shop it, you know what I mean, to a network.
Alright, man, is there anything else you want to speak on, address, clear up, let the people know?
Osama. Yeah, I do want to talk on just like the perception, you know what I'm saying, that people be having, you know what I'm saying, of Do For Self and me, my uncle, you know what I'm saying, Nizzy, like just the dream chasers, you know what I'm saying, all that. Like, I want to, you know, elaborate on that a little bit. What we do, you know what I'm saying, is try to help everybody, you know what I'm saying, like as far as rallying for Meek, the petition, you know what I'm saying, little political stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? We here to help the people. We ain't here for everybody to just start hating on us because we trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like be going on. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get that little clarity out right there, you know what I'm saying, to the folks, because it's bad, you know what I'm saying, in the city, how they just slander people to the max, you know what I'm saying, for no reason, and when people don't do nothing but good, you know what I'm saying. So, and if somebody got some dirt on them from before, let them handle that between them and their Lord. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people vicious, always trying to bring up somebody dirt and background on somebody in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in that perspective, let's keep everything to the good, you know what I'm saying, and support us, dream chasers, and anybody else that's trying to do good, you know what I'm saying, to help people out. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to look down on everybody and think they trying to get a position, you know what I'm saying, because they doing something right. No, this is what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ain't looking for no position. You know what I'm saying? From nobody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody grown, everybody bosses, you know what I'm saying? And everybody businessmen and women. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep the good going and let's support each other and stop talking down on people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff do happen in the city, but at the end of the day, mind your own business, feed your family, take care of your kids, you know what I'm saying, your wives, your husband, whatever. That's what's important first. You know what I'm saying? Then social media and Instagram and everything else that y'all put your 2 cents in. But other than that, keep things in the right perspective out here and stop trying to slander everybody and talk dirty and bring people down. Like, they talk crazy about Philly F.A.M.E just because they Philly F.A.M.E. And you got another group of somebody else that do interviews. Stop trying to be so competition with each other and all that. Like, that's what goes on too. Like, it's just crazy out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So everybody just stay focused and try to raise up out of this joint, you know what I mean, and do better.
Alright, so we're in the studio right now, so you go ahead and plug the info in the studio, plug your social media info for people to follow you and all that, and plug everything that's going on with Nizzy Project, where they can get that and everything. Go ahead, give them a rundown.
Yeah, you can follow at CEO_do for self, ENT, follow Lil Nizzy at Little Nizzy, D4S, Teefy Bey at D4S, and the studio is Do For Self Studios. You know what I'm saying? So book your time and sessions if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But, and the chemist, we about to drop the video with him and Scholar, YBS Scholar. I probably send that to World Star. You know what I'm saying? And just still praying and making dua for Nizzy that he get a better speed of recovery. You know what I'm saying? And free new slaughter back.
Alright, so on that note, man, we signing out, man. Philly F.A.M.E TV, Teefy Bey,
Yeah.
what's up?
You already know, man. Shout out Philly F.A.M.E.